The Temerian Special Forces. Created by Foltest to combat the Scoia'tael after the... This is the end, Roach. Now.
Finish.
I shan't kill you, Roach. We Enshe never kill the last specimens of dying breeds. Live on and remember who defeated you.
The Horseman ran away, but I'm sure he'll show up again.
Bloody non-humans.
Enough of your Veth. What's with Laredo and where's Vess?
Laredo's dead. I saved Vess. Barely.
What happened?
Your plan was hardly the most.
A boy, Geralt! A healthy boy!
Whose child is that?
Morals.
Whose?
We found an elf woman Laredo kidnapped almost a year ago. He was the father.
I'd never touch a she-elf.
Prepare the boat. What a... It's not...
Say.
The assassin had had his day. Very true. He'd kidnapped Triss Marigold. It seemed like Foltest's life had not been enough. It seemed like the killer also wanted the Monarch's former advisor. There was no time to think. It was time to act. Grabbing Geralt, I embarked on a voyage upriver, deeper into the Pontar Valley. There, in a region known as Lormark, King Henselt of Kedwen had made camp with his army. King is the key word here, denoting the central figure in my plan to capture the Kingslayer. The special forces of King made the soil lie lightly upon him. Foltest had lost some of their customary enthusiasm, treating us to not one single joke of the how many ways can you skin an elf variety. Which only goes to support my theory that the human mind is capable of producing a finite amount of horror before some manner of reflection springs itself upon it.
It must have been a massacre! Bones everywhere! How in the world did Glevissig harness so much of the power?
Do you always get so excited at the sight of skulls, Death Mode?
Scoff all you want, I speak of magic! The kind of spells that win wars. Thousands incinerated in seconds! Power, destruction, annihilation!
Yes, after which Sabrina Glevissig was burned at the stake. And the Pontar Valley remains within Aedirn's borders.
Aedirn is a carcass. Still showing life signs, but the realm's days are numbered. No peasant revolt can change that.
You're wrong, Deathmold. This country lives. I can feel it. Like an old wounded bear covered in scars, hounds all round it, but still strong. Still deadly. This will be a good war.
But sire, the Aedirnian barons won't dare stand against you. You shall see that shortly. I've prepared everything.
Sire! Long live the king!
Baron Fellet has forever hinted that he would gladly change his
Kedwen! Always and
Unparalleled
forever!
scum.
The other nobles are panic-stricken at the very thought of Saskia with her peasant and non-human rebels. They are unprepared to fight and know it very well.
And Demiven's cub? Has he named his price?
Prince Stennis has yet to respond, but Fellet has assured me.
I must see him. Look into his eyes. I'll know what he's made of then.
We most humbly greet His Majesty Henselt, King of Kedwen, heir to the dynasty of the Unicorn, Lord of Ard-Carreg, Archduke of Banard, and Vanquisher of Nilfgaard.
Welcome to Aedirn.
How much do you want?
Your Majesty surely jests.
I couldn't be more serious. How much for your signatures?
100,000 Novigrad crowns, we thought. To each of us. And the titles of Marquis.
Ooh.
We speak of Upper Eden. Of coal and silver mines, numerous factories. The sole white marble quarry this side of the Yaruga and the North's main east-west trade route.
We speak of Lawmark. I advise you to adopt the new nomenclature.
In exchange, we shall swear fealty and acknowledge your majesty as sovereign of these lands.
I shall give you naught for your worthless signatures. I have no need of them.
But your majesty, without our support, you'll forever be the invader, the occupying force, the enemy. The folk of Eden...
The folk of Eden follow Saskia the Dragon Slayer and Prince Stennis. I wish to speak to them. Sire, the Dragon Slayer approaches, white flag in hand. Excellent. Let her pass.
Just out of curiosity, what does Upper Eden sell for these days?
How much do you demand, lass?
King, command your vulture to shut his beak before I thrust his cockerel up his arse and twist so hard he'll crow until noon reverts to morning.
Sire, you must have her restrained.
Oh, will you bully me as well?
Anything to save Eden, King.
A whore, after all.
Shut up, Deathmold. I've rather taken a liking to this Saskia. Say your piece, woman.
King, withdraw your army, recognize Upper Eden's sovereignty and your persecution of non-humans, and give them leave to quit your realm. Do this and save yourself and your army.
You have balls, woman, but what would I gain? My soldiers would call me a coward. I am Henselt of Ard Caraig. I'll not run from a woman, even if she be a dragon slayer.
I see one other solution. You and I, King, here and now, before these folk and the gods, I challenge you. As in the old days, when the Honourable ruled this world, Upper Eden to the victor!
The lass has gone mad. To challenge a king.
Sire, this is absurd. We shall crush them in battle. They say the lass has slain a dragon. She could be dangerous.
I find you fetching, girl, and I want you alive. I want you and this country.
You'll need to take Vergen first.
Oh no, you, then Vergen, then the whole of Eden. Grab her!
Stop! Stop in the name of Krieg, Freyr and Militale!
Hey, halt!
What's with you, Zivik? Booze Major Batty? Don't you recognize me?
I'll be ploughed and damned. Why the hell did you bring him here, Roach?
He's a witcher.
I know who the whoreson is. Ploughing Kingslayer at the gate of a king's camp? Why, he's not even bound.
Easy, lads. The Witcher's no murderer, I'll vouch for that. As for kings, well, I desperately need to see yours.
You're in for a wait then, Mr. Special Mission Knight. Don't move, mutant! One of you go get the sergeant, and while you're at it, fetch a solid piece of rope to bind the freak.
Come on, Zivik, no need for that. Where'd you say the king was?
Out in the fields somewhere, negotiating. Hey, Kingslayer, drop your weapons, or do I need to pack a bolt up your arse? Don't move! Don't even twitch, mutant! Hands where I can see him! Shoot! Smash the freak!
What the fuck?
My soldiers! It's Sabrina's clubs!
Edurnians are here as well.
My other sights later. We have to go on.
Your friends! I must focus enough power for the spell!
Ready! Stay close to me!
What the hell? Where did the sun go?
It's an eclipse. Somebody cast a curse. Spectres are only susceptible to solar spells. Stay behind me.
We try to disperse the fog.
Levesig's curse! She's out to kill me!
Stay close to me, son. It's not far now. Let's hope so.
It's Prince Dennis. He lives.
Dissipating. We're near its end.
Deathmold, Sheeler, meet me in my tent. You're to explain what the hell happened there, and how we're to get rid of it.
As you command, Your Majesty.
I'll tolerate no delays on this matter, and summon all my company commanders.
Immediately, Your Majesty.
Corporal, I'd like you to watch the Witcher closely. He just pulled me from a magic hell, so I doubt he wants my head as he took fall tests. But I'll not have him wandering round the camp like some stray dog. Occupy him for a time, then bring him to my tent.
Sire, I must request an audience.
Later. I'll see my mages first, then the Witcher.
Ah, just lovely. And here I'd hoped for a calm little war.
Know where I might wet my throat around here?
Roach, willing to vouch for this overgrown urchin?
He did not kill Foltest or Demavend, if that's what you're asking. You've got my assurance on that.
Good enough for me. Let's go then. Yes?
Take me to the king. I've seen enough military
That I cannot, Witcher. I'm to keep an eye on...
Really want to babysit me?
You're right. Let's go.
Yeah, I should think so. So? 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 So?
Scared of going against the Saint. The enemy have fed you their... Ah! But what if she's truly an anointed virgin? Ah, don't worry about it. The Witcher will take care of everything.
It seems we'll be slaughtering squirrels again.
Surprised! Never had any of them, every evil cause.
You know me, I'm not prejudiced.
Trouble.
I don't get it.
Do not disturb.
I am Geralt. Provenance and profession known only to him, so be...
I want to stock up on her.
Got a I jest. We have supply shortages, so I...
We'll talk later, Geralt.
Damn it! This is a brothel, not a military camp. I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Nice.
Hi.
Who else?
There's Zip.
Maybe...
Hey.
Ha!
Hello?
Have you heard? They've killed Demavan, Falfest of Temeria.
Hush! That's allowed. Pencil can be touchy.
have anyone like you in our village.
How's it going, lads? I can't feel me ploughing feet from all this standing around. Any chance you'll be sending up some replacements?
In an hour. Open up the gate. The king wants to see the Witcher.
Yeah.
Go straight to the royal tent. You can't miss it.
Godspeeds it.
I'll be near the main gate if you need me.
Ha! A Witcher!
The king must have summoned him to fight the rain.
You think?
Respect mine.
Greeting.
I'd assumed that after killing the Karen,
You know nothing about me, Witcher. I'm here because 2 northern monarchs were murdered. It's quite probable Henselt is next on the list. We don't need another country descending into chaos. King Henselt cannot die. I'll make sure of that.
It's pretty obvious you and Deathmold don't exactly get along.
Deathmold is an overgrown baby. A fine match for King Henselt. The problem is that he's as jealous as he is childish. He claims I wish to steal his position at the Kedweni court. Nothing could be more absurd.
It's pretty obvious you and Deathmold don't exactly get along.
Deathmold is an overgrown baby. A fine match for King Henselt. The problem is that he's as jealous as he is childish. He claims I wish to steal his position at the Kedweni court. Nothing could be more...
Foltest's killer forced Triss to teleport him to Vergen. They're somewhere nearby.
That nosy little meddler Triss used my megascope to accomplish that. But I suppose I should be grateful. After all, I might have been the Kingslayer's victim. Even if Triss is in Vergen, I cannot locate her. This damn fog prevents any kind of magical probing.
Spoiled my day. Bloody hell.
Henselt awaits you. We shall speak later.
Nearly everyone hunts you, yet you live in spite of that. Impressed.
In no small part thanks to you, Excellency.
I've helped you, yes. I trust I shan't regret it.
As do I. I wouldn't want to seem ungrateful.
Are you seeking employment? I was unaware you fellows hired yourselves out for battle.
My aim here is different.
Really? Perhaps I can be of assistance.
What's the Emperor's envoy doing here? Satisfy my curiosity.
The last unfortunate conflict left the northern kingdoms in pitiful economic condition. His Imperial Majesty desires stability. We wish to offer financial assistance, so I'm visiting those lands hardest hit by the war.
Henselt is coping admirably as far as I can see.
The details of my visit here are reserved for the Emperor and the Kedweni King.
sure they're that big a secret? I mean, they could be important to me.
I can reveal one thing. The Emperor was very moved to hear the White Wolf had returned. He asked me to investigate the matter personally and submit a report.
Why do I interest him?
He didn't say. His Imperial Majesty keeps his motivations to himself.
Foltest was a good king. Shame he ended that way.
I've already conveyed the Emperor's condolences to Constable Matthias. Since we're talking about Temeria and Foltest, apparently the fallen king's advisor, the sorceress Triss Merigold, has disappeared.
Why do you ask, Excellency?
I heard the two of you are close.
Mages have a natural tendency to disappear into thin air once in a while. Why is anyone concerned?
Maybe they wonder if witches locked in dungeons possess the same capacity. You're avoiding the subject, which means it's uncomfortable for you. Have it your way, I shan't press. But I'll ask what...
Of course, Your Excellency.
I mentioned Triss because, I must admit, I am perturbed. Mages are known for their mutual envy and rivalry. I wonder if there's any matter that could unite them.
Perhaps you could be a bit clearer, Excellency.
Then I shall ask directly. Do you know anything about Merigold's involvement with an organization of sorceresses? Assuming, of course, that you are, theoretically, or have been, close.
I'm a witcher. I rarely theorize. Killing monsters is purely practical.
I don't doubt it. Though sometimes a single understatement can speak more than 1,000 words. So I thank you for your silence, Witcher.
Why are you so interested in this organization of sorceresses?
I wonder about some strange coincidences. I'm told several of them were seen in the vicinity when the assassination attempts occurred.
What's so suspicious about that? Mages have always thronged around monarchs, the source of power and coin.
I'm not accusing anyone. I merely said it makes me wonder.
Come in, Witcher. I wish you to feel at ease, as this is an unofficial audience. You helped me in the mist, thus I surmise you do not seek my death. Which leads me to ask what you do seek here, Geralt of Rivia.
Justice.
A slippery thing, I'd say. It really depends on your point of view. So, you claim you did not kill Foltest. Do you know who did?
A witcher named Letho.
Do you know each other?
I don't know. I have amnesia. Letho has suggested he knows something about me. It's possible we met before.
There's an old Kedwenny saying, a bitch will never bite another bitch. 100% accurate where sorceresses are concerned.
To the matter at hand, sire.
De Tarnseville claims this Letho is in the area. Is that true?
Yes.
What does he want here? My head?
He's hiding from Yorvith and his Scoia'tael. I don't know his plans.
And you aim to get him?
I do.
Last question. Do you know who had Foltest and Demavend assassinated? Who's behind the Kingslayers?
I don't know, but I'll find out when I find Letho.
My spies have confirmed your words. I suppose I must believe you. Now to the other matter. The mist, the wraith. My mages as usual have proved useless. They blather on about higher magic, delayed curses and other hogwash, but nothing comes of it. This matter must be settled with a sword. A witcher's sword. Will you manage this task?
Yeah, I'll manage.
Excellent. Lift the curse, and you'll learn the meaning of royal generosity. And even should you fail to catch this Letho, I shall help you clear your name. Consider Deathmold at your disposal. He'll give you all the necessary information. Also, you are free to move about the camp and its environs from now on. Now, leave me alone.
As we forged our way through the fog, you claimed it was Glevisig's curse.
Sabrina Glevisig's. She was a sorceress, my former advisor. I ordered her bound to a wagon wheel and burned alive. While dying, she cursed me and my lineage. That was 3 years ago.
The curse was cast 3 years ago. Any sign it's been active in the interim?
Is that important?
Sire, we're not talking about a fortune told in a tent on market day, nor about some curse cast by a novice mage. This curse caused a solar eclipse and summoned hordes of specters. We're dealing with a complex spell that operates at several levels. Uncommon knowledge and skill were required to cast it. Lifting it will be even more difficult. If I'm going to deal with it, I need you to cooperate.
Ah, the plague. So be it.
What did you condemn Sabrina for, sire?
1 year after the Peace of Sintra, I fought Demerven for Lormark. General Van de Grift commanded a part of my force. He forded the Pontar and joined battle on this field. It raged until evening when Sabrina Glevisig decided to take matters into her own hands. Fireballs rained down onto the battlefield. 3,000 men turned to bloody charred meat scraps. The fire consumed Kedwenis and Adernians alike. Knights boiled alive in their armor. Mad beasts howling with pain. War is for the honorable. When the likes of Glevisig enter the fray, it turns into hell.
What drove Sabrina to attack her own army? Any specific reason?
I've heard none, not even... She was my advisor, a member of the Council of Mages. For years I was forced to tolerate her excesses, schemes, court scandals.
Was she loyal?
Ha! Only to herself.
Sire, do you remember the curse itself? What exactly did Sabrina say?
All she said, a star adorned with a bloody braid will cut across the heavens. Square coins from maritime depths will beguile the hearts of fools.
Coins?
Deathmold found a few such coins among soldiers accused of treason. Greeting!
The sight of your camp must instill fear in your enemy.
Normal military conditions, which are boiling cabbage, stale sweat, and the smell of fear.
Thanks for the history lesson. I take it you'll wait until the last minute to bring the remaining troops.
Nothing sinks defenders' hearts more than steady increases in their enemies' ranks. Though I'll say these Vergan sons of bitches are worthy foes and won't flee so easily. It's good having a neighbor who knows how to fight.
I'm not sure the people of Edirn share that sentiment.
Witcher, a word, if you will.
spoiled my day. Bloody...
You have no idea how delighted I am to work in tandem with you.
True, I have no idea.
Better times approach, Geralt, you shall see. I trust you're not bothered if I refer to you by name.
Not at all.
Wonderful, I feel we shall become...
That remains to be seen.
Shake my hand, Geralt, to mark the beginning of our friendship. Don't worry, I've no poison needle up my sleeve. I believe one can learn much about a man from his handshake.
Learned anything?
You have the handshake of a warrior. Strong, decisive, dominating. You're the conquering type. The kind women love.
I was asking about the curse.
Oh, of course. What would you like to know?
Have you dealt with curses before?
I've cast a few in my time. One victim sprouted donkey's ears and a tail, another's house burned down. Nothing too serious.
Shame. Have you removed curses, lifted spells?
Never had the chance. But I mastered the theory involved. Best in my class at the moment.
They don't teach you about curses like this one at Banner.
Glevis's curse is a 4th level blood spell. It's also known as the Archmistress's curse. A misnomer, for they've been cast by generally crazed mages or priests, not necessarily women.
You've done your homework. Did you notice that not all the
Most would disappear when we neared them.
I think the curse's power corrupts the ghosts of those who died in the battle, turning them into draugrs.
Draugrs? Is that some professional name you witches have for spectres?
They're demons, Deathmold. Draugrs are demons of war that arise on battlefields where the fighting was vicious and the slaughter particularly bloody. They are hatred and bloodlust in condensed form.
The name matters little. Do you know how to rid us of these draugrs?
A silver sword's enough to send them to their rest. But as long as the curse remains active, new ones will appear. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If we could reverse the tide of the battle...
Don't delay. Grab your sword and...
I'll need some symbols of war that belonged to the soldier. Artifacts symbolizing hatred, death, courage, and faith. They have to be magically active and linked to those who died. Without them, I won't be able to summon the ghosts.
Well, I've no idea how to find them. Apart from which I know little about you.
I'll deal with the artifacts. I have another job for you. Explain this blood curse to me.
An ordinary blood curse is a trivial thing. You let a little of your own blood. Best done at midnight, surrounded by lit candles.
Sabrina had a whole pyre around her. Tell me about Glevis's curse.
Read about it for yourself. I have all the necessary literature. In fact, you only need the great encyclopedia of curses, spells, and prophecies, and a volume compiled by Tessard de Vries and Marguerite Loantil, Masters of Magic on Curses Selected Writings.
I'm not going to waste my time reading.
No need to be ashamed, Geralt. In these times few get the opportunity to learn the arts of reading and writing. Illiteracies.
I can read, mage. Time's a-wasting. Are you going to start helping me?
The effects and phenomena generated by a 4th level blood curse require an immense amount of the power. The eclipse, the death of a dynasty, the battle of spectres. No sorcerer, no living being can summon such levels of energy. It's quite simply impossible.
But some clever mages discovered how to make possible the impossible. Since then, the world has lived in fear of your curses. Genius. What did you discover?
A prophecy that initiates a blood curse is simply a spell that binds the power. It should be cast at a site possessing the appropriate accumulation characteristics. A battlefield is perfect. Blood-soaked ground, defined boundaries, a symbolic dimension. When the caster utters the words of the prophecy, the curse begins to accumulate the power. For the last 3 years, day after day, month after month, the initiating curse has been gathering the power, drawing it from the elements of fire, earth, air, and water. The energy thus accumulated could move the stars. Enter the activator, one of the prophesied events possessing its own symbolic dimension. It releases the accumulated energy for use by the curse proper. Ordinarily, the curse cannot utilize all the built-up power, which must be released in some way, so one gets side effects, like solar eclipses.
Are you sure Sabrina cast the curse?
Positively. Curses of this kind are cast rarely. There have only been 6 confirmed cases.
How many confirmed cases of their being lifted?
1. By a team of mages led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, whence came the curse's other appellation. In any case, Sabrina Glevisig was part of that team.
Small world. and one that just got a little uglier.
That's not all. The curse that Francesca and Sabrina dealt with was meant to end the lives of the last of the Tyson. It was cast by Scarlet Rodalega, a very talented but completely mad man. A prophecy and an activator were also involved.
I see. Sabrina just stole her curse from this Rodalega.
Precisely. Beside which the king himself and a company of armed men witnessed her casting it.
You're gonna help me, Death.
Of course.
Listen up. You'll do the paperwork. I get the feeling you like it. I'll need a number of protective runes to summon Sabrina's ghost. They need to detain the sorceress's ghost and anything else that enters this world with it. Find something for me in your library. The runes need to be easy to produce. I haven't seen any artists around here. Apart from that, the Draugrs are likely to begin their forays in search of Henselt. When they leave the battlefield, they'll grow weaker. Your men should be able to handle them. Just equip them with silver-plated weapons. Henselt could also use something silver to defend himself. Over the entrance to his tent, hang a wreath of cinquefoil and fool's parsley. Inside, a fire fueled by juniper branches must burn at all times.
Where will I get so much silver?
Melt down your collection of pots for all I care. Just get it.
Those aren't pots, they're silver vases of Nazaya.
Last of all, give Henselt an instructional talk. Explain that I'll need him.
And what will you be doing? Drinking ale and fondling the camp women?
There's that, yes. Though I'll also prepare to summon Sabrina's ghost, and figure out what I need to send the fighting specters back to the afterlife. I'll drop by and give you more work as I learn about this curse.
How did you divine that you might recover your memory by lifting the curse?
I don't like people poking around in my life.
Learning about others is my job. I must know the secrets of all who wish to approach the king. I've no problem admitting I like the work.
My past has nothing to do with Henselt.
You don't know that. Do you know why I have no friends, Witcher? Because sooner or later I learn all their secrets, which is followed by interrogations, torture, executions.
Just leave my past alone.
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coins. Grown lads with their arses in the air.
Where are these coins from?
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coin. Grown lads with their arses.
Here, boy. Who do I spy if not the famed Geralt of...
You seem to know.
And you're worse off for that.
You right, Val.
I've no notion of songs, but the king's vested me with the task of organising nightly tourneys. A sword...
I'm interested in the...
The scum has so far destroyed 2 convoys of army provisions. Since the mist appeared, they've grown... The lads from the... Tournament.
I'm interested...
The scum has so far destroyed 2 convoys of army provisions. Since the mist appeared, they've grown... The lads from the company have collected a kitty. Sort it all out and the coin is yours.
What is it, Witcher?
Can I speak?
If you want to be slow.
I'm looking...
Why's that?
I can only tell someone who has one.
You got them?
No.
Then don't ask, for you'll learn nothing.
What else am I to do? This mist drives me crazy.
Here, boy.
How's sir?
See, and we... Idiot.
Idiot. Where are you?
What do you want?
I collect... I heard there are some overseas coins floating around.
Don't know nothing.
What is it?
I heard there...
Left.
What do you want?
How's the...
Food and drink are good, and the plough and tent's well staffed.
Mordred, where are you? Mordred, where are you? Mordred, where are you? Mordred, where are you?
Piss off,
You're talking to an elder, so show a...
Respect for you? This is no...
Aye, true. Join the pigs.
Mordred, where are you?
Are you all... What I saw back...
I've bigger problems to deal with than the camp.
Come on.
One night, I dreamt of my birdie. Her milk white, and then that voice became... And then it...
What?
Never been a coward. At the fore and fierce in many battles. But a human's one thing. A spectre's an... Since then, they...
I didn't...
Then you haven't looked around well enough.
What?
I went to the beach after my watch, so it must have been an hour before midnight. I've no idea how long I slept, but when I...
What?
During Henselt's last expedition, we stayed in a house there. My unit was on the lookout for Demaven's forces trying to cross the...
So you took part in the campaign 3 years ago?
Took part? I barely escaped with my life. Leva, the brothel medic, saved me. Talk...
I'll deal with the spectre.
My soldiers' pay is meager. Got...
All right. I know you.
Aye. We met in Vizima.
I hold no grudge, and I'll gladly...
Take it.
Out!
What you...
Out!
I think I'm being...
Very likely.
Who is it?
Death Knowles men. They're everywhere.
Aldred, where are you?
Still looking for coins.
What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Oi, Witcher! Out in these wastelands hunting monsters? Well, if you...
Why don't you look for...
I've not gone daft yet. Droves of monsters prowl near this gully, and life's not grown tedious enough for me to just give it up.
What are they doing there?
It's a common malady. A day don't go by that some dimwit don't sneak out of the camp to go to the gullies.
We'll see if...
Luck be with you. You're a good fellow. Ah, find them and you'll see Corporal Zivik knows.
Not another fucking stone. Well, it was here yesterday.